Hi, everyone. I hope your week was great. It's been super busy. I'm just going to go ahead and check that we're live and running. Yes, we are good to go. Woo! It's been a busy week. Hopefully, everything's been great around your neck of the woods. Things around here are definitely moving forward with our huge announcement that we did last week. So, if you happen to have tuned in, we announced that the direct from the factory store is actually going away. Going away. It is going away. We are shifting to a new idea, something that I'm super excited to be part of. I drove around the community that we're going to be involved with. Wanted to kind of go over that while I'm waiting for some of your questions to come up and so forth on there. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let me go ahead and share my other screen. All right, so first thing we're going to look at is kind of talk about what we're actually doing. So I don't know if I can make that bigger. I'm sorry that I can't. So what we're working on is this project that's going to be opening up in June, either mid-June or late June, which is going to be just east of the Woodlands off of I-45 and Shenandoah area there. So this community is going to be about 500 and something spaces where we're going to end up putting both single wide and double wide homes in this community. So what I want to do is I'm going to kind of show you the idea of the type of homes what type of homes we're going to put in, how much space you're actually going to have. So let me move this over. So this is what we're going to start with. We're just finalizing all the homeowners. So we're going to start with the first set of 20 lots, which are 40 foot in width by 100 feet in length. These are going to be 3-car parking spaces, which you see here. So this is 20 by 30 feet. It will have concrete walkways up to an 8 by 10 deck and a 4 by 4 deck in the back. You also have a minimum of a 6 by 6 storage shed. So the first home that we're going to be looking at is the 1466 3U home. The next one is going to be the 1476 3U. Now these are built out of our CAFCO facility. These are going to be our entry-level models that we have to offer. Then it'll be followed up by their Value Premier. This will have horizontal drywall in the main areas of the home. Everything else would just be the vinyl on gypsum or drywall that we do. So and that's a 16 by 68. Okay, the next one we're going to be looking at is the ever popular Villager 1668 3A. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And then the Villager 1672 3A home. The Villager 1676 3D. I actually really enjoy this floor plan here. One of the nice things about this particular floor plan is that most single wides don't have a pantry, where this one is going to give you a pantry. And then you still have the separate shower, tub, and a walk-in closet in the master bedroom. Alrighty, let's move on. Now, on the higher end of the single wides, we will be doing 18 by 76 foot single wides from our Austin facility. So these are full tape and textured homes. The ever popular Santa Fe and the Lago Mira. All right, so those will be all the single wide models that we're going to offer. So that's 8 different single wide models that we'll be able to offer. Remember, this is going to be 538 community or neighborhood lots that we're going to be doing. Okay, so now let's go into the double wide. So pretty much everything from this point will be double wide homes. So we will have the Villager 2848 3A on a 40-foot lot, and also on a 50-foot lot. Oh, I didn't show it on that. I'm sorry, these are still 40-foot lots. We'll see one of these right now on a 50-foot lot. But same concept. 3-car garage, sidewalk, 8x10 deck, 4x4 deck in the back. So you have 20 feet to the front and about just shy of 30 feet to the back when you look at the 52-footer. When you look at the 48-footer, you're going to have almost 33 or 34 feet of 34 by 40 back space there, and then 20 feet in the front. Okay, now this is probably going to be the most popular floor plan that people are going to buy. It's going to be the rock wall floor plan. This is built out of the Fort Worth facility. This is a porch front model, just giving you plenty of space to be able to utilize the neighborhood lot that we have here for you. We'll be doing the 48 or the 2852. This is the most popular villager plan that's being offered right now. We'll do the Fantasy Island, which is a fantastic home. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. The Villager 56 3F. This is very similar to the rock wall, where it's going to have the porch model, and actually feels very similar as far as the design as well. So we're going to have 2 porch model options. Okay, then we're gonna do another 2856 3U. This is from the Cavco facility. Once again, it's going to be our most basic entry-level home, really concentrating and being able to offer a neighborhood home for real low in cost, and offering the super high-end homes as well. We're going to be putting in the 2856 3Z Horizon model. An urban homestead. This is from the Austin facility, so this is a full tape and textured home. The Villager 2860 4 bedroom. Oh, I'm tapping in the wrong place, my bad. And then the Benbrook, which is a 28 by 64. The Urban Homestead 4 bedroom, 28 by 64. The Villager 2856 3A. So now we're going into the 50-foot lots now. So once again, we're going to do the Benbrook, the Rock Wall, the Fantasy Island, the Value 2856, the Horizon 2856, the Urban Homestead 2856, Urban Homestead 2844, the Horizon 3048, which is the Horizon Limited Home, the Horizon 56, the Horizon 68 model. So the 68 footers will probably be the largest in length that we're going to use. We're going to do the Premier 3248, the Somerset 3252, the Value 3256 3G, Urban Homestead 3256, the Somerset 32 by 60, and the Urban Homestead 3264 4C. So in total, we're going to start with 36 homes that we're going to order to put into this community. So let's go ahead and let's close that out. So this is the community here. Now we're actually going to show you the first phase that we're going to do. So everything that's highlighted in green is what's actually going to receive a display home. So starting off, we're going to probably get the first 3 model homes in June, and then followed up with 5 more that we're going to put through July and August, because our concentration is to go ahead and start filling in these community lots here. So the ones that are going to be the best, obviously I love corner lots, bigger space. Lot 20 is great. Lot 67, this one is phenomenal. This is a great lot here. And then lot 35. So on lot 35, I mean, literally it's right along the tree line, and then you have the park easement. If this would be the top house to go into. So something like this one right here will probably get like the Horizon 3068 or the Urban Homestead 32 by 64. So plenty of space on there. Lot 31. Look at lot 75. Lot 75, once again, same thing. You have basically the easement or the parkway, and then great corner lot there. So really excited about what we have here. Now, this is in the woodlands. So I'm going to show you basically a small video. I'm going to try to actually turn it down because I know not everyone enjoys music all that much. At least the music I put up. So let's go ahead and I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. So right here we are driving in from 45. Then we're turning on to Sleepy Hollow. And this is the community. As you can see, there's quite a bit already happening. All the ground has been flattened out. They have water, electric, and high-speed fiber internet in. So the next stages that we're going to do is start working on finishing the concrete roads, and then hopefully next month start delivering some of our houses so we can do our trim out and get things ready to go for the first home to be displayed in June, with the first move-ins in July. So right here where we're at, so this is where our display homes are at currently. This is where they're going to be at. Sorry. So this is the back phase that they're working on now. There's going to be a huge retention lake that they're going to put in there. The plans is to put piers off of it so you can do boating, some little pontoon boat things like that, so you can enjoy it. So let's just go kind of back to the main community picture here. So that was that huge retention lake that they're putting in. All of this will actually be walkways to lead you all the way around the facility. So here at where the park is here, oh, here we go. There we go. That's better. So we're gonna have the clubhouse. There's gonna be a swimming pool. There's gonna be basketball courts, and then this is kind of undesignated right now. They're thinking like maybe pickleball courts to go there. This is where your mail will be at, and they'll have a couple more on this side as well. Then there's going to be an actual water plant here that actually feeds water into the communities, and then behind here they're going to build condominiums as well. So it's just an area that is going to continue to grow. Okay. So this is just I believe a slower version, kind of driving from I think it's called Tamick Road. So it's off. No, Tamina. It's called Tamina Road, and then you're gonna take this service road here and get off on Sleepy Hollow, and then it's gonna take you straight to the community, and it's next to, I believe, the area where it's called Charlie. Let's see here. Didn't stop it, but yeah, it's called Charlie, and then you kind of drive into the community here. Alrighty. So here's the entrance to the community. As you can see, they already have the concrete roads in, and then they're gonna go ahead and build the driveways. So those are gonna be 20 by 30. They already started putting stakes in to basically this. Hopefully in a couple weeks I'll go back again. There'll be quite a bit done, where we can kind of show those individual lots. They'll be marked already. We'll probably put our signage out there as well. Plenty of trees. But I want to get to my drone shot, because I want you to see how close you actually are to everything. Alright, so here's the drone shot. So this space here, this is like coming in from the community looking eastward. So you'll see towards the top, this is where the display homes will be. This is where the clubhouse will be. This is where the swimming pool, the basketball courts, and then the water plant will be here. This is the main entrance here to the community. Here we go. So here's the community. Right here is literally I-45. We're talking about less than 2 miles off of I-45. And you have downtown Woodlands here, which just right behind there is an HEB. Down this way about 2 miles, or actually like 3 miles, is an HEB, and going north from here is another 3 miles to another HEB. You literally have 3 HEBs near you. And if you don't know what an HEB is, it is like the best. I don't even want to call it a grocery store. It's an experience. But, you know, along the lines of, for people who, one of the biggest nationwide supermarkets is Kroger. It's very similar to what Kroger's signature stores are, or the Fry's and Smith's superstores look like. So once again, you can see how they already started building out, where they're gonna build the piers or jetties here, where you can go ahead and have paddle boats. That's what I was gonna say, paddle boats, not pontoon boats. I guess you can put a pontoon in there. It is actually it's deep enough to do that. So this is what they're finishing up now, is actually the concrete work of where the display models are going to go. So lot 1, 2, and 3, this is the first 3 models. And then the next 5 will go on this end here. Look at all those trees, man. That is just super beautiful. Really, I'm not like I mentioned, this is where the clubhouse, and then the mail will be here. These lots here are probably some of the best lots here, because you have the tree line behind you. Okay, so just wanted to show you those pictures while we wait for you guys to ask any questions. Really, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for you guys to chat away, ask any questions, kind of talk about the neighborhood, what we're doing here. Let's go back to that front. My camera action was not on point this day. So you can see tree line, Main Street here. Now, these lots back here won't actually be open to the street. They are going to put wood fencing going all the way across here, securing the community from the outside. It's not going to be like a gated community or a gated neighborhood, I mean. But it is going to be fenced in. Alrighty, let's come back. Well, hopefully you guys are just having a good time and not even tuned in. You can always come back. Like I mentioned, as we get ready to transition out of the factory store to what we're doing here, which is going to be May 1st. May 1st is the last day that somebody can. Which is going to be May 1st. May 1st is the last day that somebody can. When somebody can purchase from from our factory store, we're still going to be available to if you purchase between now and May 1st. I will still walk you through the whole entire thing. There's not going to be any lack of me doing work on that end of things. I will have more hands-on than I do now, so that's a positive. It's just the huge discounts that we offer are going to stop. They're just coming to an end. So what we're looking to do is create neighborhoods where we can put our homes in, so people can have that sense of the nostalgic. Hey, I remember playing out in the street and with my neighbor and going to the parks and going to play basketball, just hanging out. Those senses of nostalgia that we used to have. So that's what we're trying to do. So next week we are going to actually get all the pricing. We're actually going to assign what homes are going to what specific addresses in the neighborhood, and then everything will be totally priced out completely for you. So if you tune in next Friday, I will have a lot of that for you. We are just basically meeting up with our corporate team, our marketing team, and also the partners that we have in building the reserves at Sleepy Hollow at the Woodlands area in it's a suburb north of Houston. Now, this is just the first neighborhood that we're building or we're partnering up and building with. The next one is going to be coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which is going to be in North Texas in Denton. That's going to be also 500 spaces as well. And then followed up by that. Oh, awesome. Thank you for clicking on the bell. That's important to get those notifications. Thank you so much. So Denton will be the next one. Following that, we're going to have another community in Rockport, another neighborhood it's a town starts with an A, and I'm super apologetic about this, but it's also a suburb of the Houston area. And then following that, we're going to have two in Katy, San Marcos. And so the hopes and plans is that every quarter, which is every 3 months, we will open a new neighborhood up for the next foreseeable future. Right now, we have 9 planned. These are already purchased in permitting or in development. So we are looking very forward to this new opportunity that's been given to us to be able to put our homes into a neighborhood where everyone can. It's kind of like our concept when Palm Harbor first started was Palm Harbor Villages. We're going with that concept as well. So we're super excited. Generally, most of these homes, just to kind of give you an idea, as of right now, all of these homes are under 200,000. They're basically between 120 about 100,000 to 200,000 for even the biggest of homes that we're going to offer here. So that will give you a litmus test of what we're putting on there. Now, these homes have to have. It's not going to be vinyl skirted. This is going to be the same material that we use like you see here, the smart panel that has to run downwards to the ground. We want that. I don't want to call it like uniformity, where kind of like a master plan subdivision where you have cookie cutter displays and everything looks the same. And if the pizza delivery guy or the Uber Eats comes by, he's like, well, which one is the house, right? That's not the concept we're trying to do. It will be individual. Like I mentioned, there's 37 different floor plans that you can go with. So there's distinction. Where most master plan communities, they have 5 homes that you can build. So that's why everything looks exactly the same. We're going to do landscaping. It's going to be super awesome. I am sure you're going to feel the same way once we actually, this next month, it's going to be such a huge month for us because so much is happening right now where you're going to start to visually see these things and get excited as we are. I actually used to live in a manufactured home neighborhood from the ground up, and usually the ground up, you're really excited because you start seeing all these homes rolling in. And like I mentioned last week, when I ended up selling my home there in Midland, I made like $20,000 in equity within a year and a half of being there. So it was great because the sense of having that neighborhood feel and wanting to hold equity on your home was a big deal. And this is going to be a location people want to be at. The condominiums that are being built literally just a couple miles east of this, they're going for like $400,000 for something that's less than 1,000 or less than 1,300 square feet, where you can get an almost 2,100 square foot home for $200,000. That's a smoking deal. And the positive thing about it, there's no one above you, there's no one below you, there's no one to the sides of you. So you have that sense of privacy that if you wanted to watch Endgame, or you wanted to watch a Harry Potter movie, or you want to watch a movie and have your surround sound on, you can do it and not have to worry about your neighbor having to snitch on you on the HOA, so you have the sense of it, the common grounds. We're working with them to have that feel that basically all you got to do is come home. We want you to be home instead of having to be outside and doing maintenance and stuff like that. We want you to have that neighborhood feel. We want you to be able to hang outside on your porch or on your deck and talk to your neighbor, talk about wanting to do barbecues at the clubhouse, at the swimming pool. You guys get all of that's in there. That is something that's truly missed in master plan communities now, with the exception of summer, that parents are like, oh, just go to the swimming pool. These parks that they're setting up, having that huge lake where you can fish, you can do all that, that's amazing. That's stuff that's being missed now in the sense of a neighborhood. I remember growing up in my neighborhood, and I'm sure many of you do too. It was fun to be out there and basically just have your parents screaming out your name as soon as the lights went down to come home, but you were up right away to go hang out with your neighbors and keeping an eye. Every neighborhood needs a Mrs. Kravitz keeping an eye on people and being like, hey, that person's not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? And really taking care of each other. So we're super, super excited about this. Actually, let me open up my email. I wanted we got about another 10 minutes. Typically, I try to do an hour when we have questions, but if we don't have a lot of questions, then I do a half hour, which are already approaching. But because I'm late, I want to extend it as much as I can for you. Is this Google? No, this is Bing. Office. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm bringing up some links because there's a lot of people right now that want to find out exactly what we have available that I can sell between now and until May 1st. So give me a quick second. I'm just bringing up this email because I have the links in this email. I thought I did. Oh, clicked on the wrong one. That's why. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Alrighty. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 single wides available right now for you guys to move in. We have 1 double wide available right now, which is the Fantasy Island. Coming up in April, we have 3 more single wides coming available. We have 2 double wides coming available, and then in May we're gonna have 3 double wides available, and then in June there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 double wides coming available, and then July the Somerset. Now these are when they're actually going to be ready to be delivered, but you can go ahead and purchase now, because with these here, it is literally the first one to closing gets the home. There is no waiting, there is no pre-order. This is basically what you're getting. That is a great question, Jose. Right now I know that we're focused on the 9 communities in Texas, or neighborhoods here in Texas. What we're gonna do is basically we're gonna create a new channel as well, that you guys can go to, and it'll have information on there. Now I can always find properties and communities out that way, but until it actually becomes part of our neighborhood concept, I will probably refer you to either our store in Oklahoma City, talking to Al there. That's my buddy, or you can talk to the general manager there, and then or our general manager Lola up in Tulsa. So they cover that area there, but they can definitely assist you in trying to put that all together. But as of right now, the answer is no. Our hopes and what we want to do is that this spreads out. It spreads back out to Florida, that it spreads back out to Georgia, and it spreads back out to Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona. That those are the things we want to do. But right now we're solely concentrating in Texas, because so many people are moving here, and we want to perfect this so that as we bring it out to the rest of you, that it is just a super fluid and easy concept, that it's a great experience for everybody involved. It's going to be a great experience anyways, because I've been with the company 17 years. I know how to do this stuff, and I've lived in a manufactured home neighborhood, and I know what it is to live in there, and what we should expect and what we should deliver. So long answer for a short question. So as of right now, no. But the one that I like today, we have a person interested in the vintage farmhouse too. I know that the Marvel and the Wonder, those are probably going to sell super quickly. We have another customer that's interested in the Fantasy Island. But remember, interest does not secure the home for you. If you have cash, then it's just coming to the table and closing on it. If you're financing, it's literally you having the energy and the want to get to closing to make this happen for you, so that way you can get these homes. Our current backlogs right now, it's still 6 months from the Fort Worth factory, 8 months from the Austin factory, 12 months from our Waco factory, 4 months from our San Antonio factory. So they're really spread out when it comes to being able to order a home and do a custom home for you. So just once again, May 1st is literally approaching us here very quickly. I believe it's something like 36 days away. So I want to try to help as many people who already have property try to get home as soon as possible, and finish out the factory buying experience, which I'm super, super grateful for. The last 2 years in creating that concept was very challenging, especially going through the challenges that we've had over the last 2 years. But to be at the factory and actually see how much work they do and how they overcome challenges is like not being able to find lumber and not being able to find doors and windows and faucets and door handles and carpeting, flooring. It is truly amazing the support team that the factories have to ensure that we do not stop producing homes for you and not trying to go out and find cheap material for these houses that we build. We don't want to be thought of and looked at as someone cutting corners just to be able to keep production. We want you to be able to get the best home possible because we're still going to stand by our 12-year structural warranty. On the Palm Harbor, which is Austin and Fort Worth, you have your 5-year Goldkey Care, your Cafco, and your Fleetwood homes. Those have the 1 year on with the ability to extend to a second year. We're not going to cut corners just so we can keep building. The nice thing is, literally, I can only talk about the Fort Worth factory because that's where I'm located. Those guys, I can't express how much I'm truly grateful for them. Snowmageddon hit. Those guys were calling. I want to come to work. We don't care. Let's build homes. The year before, we actually had a tornado hit the factory. Those guys didn't run. They were like, we're going to keep building homes. They're a tough group. They're a really tough group, and they enjoy doing what they're doing there. So super happy and ecstatic what they have to offer. And we are here at the factory in Fort Worth. They're actually clearing out another 5 acres of land because we're producing our homes. And unfortunately, some homes are delayed in being delivered because the delivery crews, they can't get parts for when their trucks break down. So the bad thing is that if it's being delayed too long, we can shut down production. So instead of waiting for something like that to happen, the factory's like, nope, we're going to go ahead and we're going to invest X amount of dollars and we're going to clear that out and we're going to make space where we can fence it in and secure these homes while they're waiting to be transported, because we don't want to stop producing homes for you. All right, I'm going to give us about another, let's say we're going to go to the 15. So whether it be 8:15, 7:15, 6:15, 5:15, or 3:15 your time, we're going to go to the 15 marker there. So sorry, silence is awkward. I'm trying to think. We've gone through so much just this last month of doing these Friday forums. I know we talked about financing, land home, what a chattel deal is, our construction warranties. If there's anything else that you guys can think of, I'd be more than happy to go over that with you. I'm hoping that all the way through May 1st, I'll be able to still do these on Fridays. But I'm sure as soon as we open those communities, I probably will not be doing the live at 5 anymore. I'm going to do everything in my heart to try to make it happen. I want to do it either way because it'll be nice, because then I can go literally with so many homes, the 35 homes that we do, I can do live walkthroughs while we're waiting for your questions to be on there. I know you guys thoroughly enjoy the walkthrough videos, but on here it'll be really nice because I can show you our value series from Cafco, from our super basic home and what you get to our next step up, which is the Villager series from our Fleetwood factory, and then our Fort Worth homes, and then the Austin homes. So we're gonna have a good array of homes, and then as soon as the reserve on McKinney opens up, I'll be able to do homes there. We will probably put a little bit different models in those communities just because it's a different feel up here in North Texas compared to the Houston market and also to the Austin markets as well. So we want to build these around to what the trends are at those places. I do want to let you know that the Fort Worth factory is actually coming out with a brand new the core palette, which is going to feature greens. It is really, really nice. And as soon as we build our first house with it, you know I'm your guy. I'm gonna go out, take pictures, show it to you guys. The concept art for that design looks really, really well. They're getting ready to release another home here soon, floor plan wise, since production has picked up some. So it's exciting. It's exciting. Hopefully we don't lose orders, but we can continue to increase production, where we can go back to the days of actually creating and redesigning new homes and giving you the ability to go back to being able to make custom changes to your floor plans itself. So let's see if I got anything exciting I may be able to show you. Okay. Maybe I can show you this. So this is what we're switching to. This is pending. This is what's pending here, but if everything goes well, our new division will be called CAFCO in neighborhood, and we're presenting the first neighborhood, which is the reserve on Sleepy Hollow. And this is the concept of what we're trying to do in these communities. I really chose this background here because of the community there in the Woodlands. It's all tree line behind you, so it'll give you that concept. Now here they're showing like a long driveway. You won't have that. You'll actually have a 3-car parking going this way here. But those streets are 30 feet wide. So when FedEx comes through to drop off those packages, you guys will be able to go around them. All right. Well, I really hope you guys have a great weekend. You guys can always contact me at gm088@palmharbor.com. You can give me a call at 817-766-4250. I highly suggest you email me because with us getting ready to open up the neighborhood, I will be traveling, and I always get my emails available on my phone, so at least that way I can try to communicate with you even though I'm doing it remotely. I'll be able to do that. I have my computer with me where we can go over pricing, we can do contracts, we can do credit pool, we can do all those things without it actually being in the office. That's how accessible I will be when we do these things. So have a great weekend. Be safe. Hug on your family, kiss on them, tell them that you love them because we love you, and Lord willing, we'll see you next week.